Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. This is Jasmata and here we talk about all good things. Well, it's been a while that I've had a chit chat video really, so I thought that maybe I should just do one today. It's nice Sunday afternoon and I'm like, I want to talk. So yeah, my today's video is on staying single, happily single. So before I actually talk about this particular thing, I just wanted to say that it's not like I'm not degrading anybody. Not something to be. I would really not want anybody to judge people on this basis or anything like that. It's just about my experiences, my opinions, which I thought that I wanted to share with you guys because I believe my channel is for everybody and I have formed a family with you guys, and I totally feel that I need to share this because I hear a lot of similar things happening, and I don't know, I just feel that talking about this really helps. Talking about anything openly really helps, so which is why I'm making this video. So yeah, so I've basically had one relationship in my life. Of course everybody has their share of flings and affairs and dates which are definitely not the serious ones, and you always end up being friends with them, so not counting them at all because they were like for a day or two kind of. But then if I talk about relationships, then yes, I have had one major relationship from a very early stage of my life, and obviously the breakup was tearjerker. The breakup happened a couple of years back, and that is when I started being single by default. The most important thing I realized at that very instant was I have to live alone. Like I was saying that I've been this relationship has been from a very young stage of my life, which is why I had literally forgotten that I could live by myself, and so what I did was I just ran around, as in I started doing anything and everything. I would work for extra hours, I would go for crazy shopping and do anything and everything, come back home, cry, sleep, get up again, do the same thing, come back home, cry, sleep. And then I realized, no, I cannot run like this. I have to sit, I have to think over, and I have to accept it. So yes, that is when my journey started, and I realized that okay, I need to do things that are going to help me in the long run. So what I did was I started taking up my hobby seriously. I started singing, which I had literally given up. No, I'm not a trained singer at all, but then I quite enjoy singing, so I started doing that. I started picking up songs, I started coloring, I started reading books which I had literally forgotten to. Then I started doing a lot of things, things that I enjoyed, things that I liked doing, not just doing things randomly. No, I wouldn't say that things were absolutely rosy from the day I decided that I'm going to be like happily alone. No, I went through a very bad depression, and it took me a while to recover. But then I knew that this is something that I have to do for myself, and it's only me who can be by myself and be happy. So that was the first thing. I started living alone. Then I realized that people are going to let you down no matter what, because like we are humans, different humans have different emotional quotient, or rather some people are more emotional than the others. But people hurt you because they are hurt, they act from what they know, so it's no point holding grudges against them. I cannot let that thing pull me down. So what I gradually decided was I stopped putting people in that pedestal, in that place from where whatever they say hurt me, or whatever they do hurt me. So once you put them down from the pedestal, you start treating everybody like it's okay, you are there, I'm going to be there for you, but then I know I am worth being happy. So no matter what you say or whatever you do, that just doesn't change me, or that doesn't affect me, because at the end of the day, you know what, people are awesome. That's something I realized just a little later. I'm just telling you in stages of my realization probably. So then I realized that while I was into that relationship, I literally ignored the other relationships that were there in my life, be it my cousins, be it my friends, and be it my relatives. I was ignoring them. Like, they were there. I thought I was very open to them and I was being very friendly with them. But no, I actually wasn't. So I started giving priorities to my relationships, all other relationships. Giving priority would be probably a wrong word. I just started being there. I started having meaningful conversations with them. I started being by their side. Anybody who is connected to me or is attached to me or is anyway related to me probably know this, that if anything is going on, if it's a birthday, if it's a marriage, if they are sad tears, if they are happy tears, I try and be by their side, because I have received immense love and support. I mean, when I realized it, that okay, I was just ignoring them and people are genuinely so nice, I cannot tell you how supportive, how loving people around have been. Probably I wouldn't even have noticed it had this phase not come into my life, because I thought everybody had their own agenda and stuff like that. But people are genuinely nice, yeah. Then I got into traveling. With among a lot of things that I learned from being alone was traveling. Traveling makes you so happy, because once you travel, you see the things around you, the vastness of the universe, and you realize that, man, I am so small and my problem is even smaller. So that's definitely one thing that's really helped me. And I don't know if it helped me, but it really changed me as a person. Earlier I would be like, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm picky about this, I'm picky about that. But now, no, everything has its own place, has its own space, and I totally enjoying being wherever I go. I love the locals, I love everything around that place, I love new places, and I've taken traveling real seriously, because it's a life changer, guys. And the amount of love that I've received from my travels, from my co-travelers, it makes me feel so good. So the next thing that I realized was alcohol isn't good. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that I became a drunkard, I became a devdas and stuff like that. No, what I would do is I would party out a lot, because party out and we would get immensely drunk so that I could cry until I was numb. It's easy for me to smile and say things right now, but that time things were not easy, not for me, not for my friends, not for people who were accompanying me, because I would drink and I would cry and I would do that till the time I got numb. But later on I realized that this is not going to help me. This is making me sick. Okay, it's making me sick. It's spoiling my idea of partying around. So then I gave that a stop. No, I did not give a stop to partying. I still party out with my very close friends. Like, it's always been like that. I have a very close-knit social circle, and I go out with them. I now it's not I don't get drunk. I do, but I do that because I enjoy the music. I dance. I have meaningful conversations. I have heart-to-heart conversations. So now my partying out has a total different outlook. I enjoy it. I don't do it to make me numb, or I don't do it to forget my pain. I do it at times when I just want to freak out. It's for fun. And alcohol isn't great. It is not going to take you anywhere, nowhere. It's just going to make you sick. Next, what I realized was my girls are the best. Probably I think there was a dialogue in Sex and the City where Carrie says that your girlfriends are your soulmates. Maybe men are there just for the fun of it. My girls have been my strength, my support. From the very beginning, like at that particular juncture where that breakup just happened, and I was going through like a lot of shit of things in my mind, and then my girlfriends come over and they're like, oh, let's just order pizza and and hog, and then just abuse that person and get it out of your system. Like, I have actually had days like that. And then there have been days and my girlfriends, they just come from their hometown and just comes here and helps me get back to this singlehood of mine and helps me settle my stuffs and does a lot of like running arounds with me. And even today I can just go and crash at one of my girls' house and we'll be like, okay, let's just watch a horror flick and talk it out and maybe hog some nice pie she's made and stuff like that. So yeah, I am so blessed. I feel so happy that I have these sisters in my life who are not related to me by blood, but then they are here. They'll always be there. And you know what? With time, there were various realizations that were happening. Today, it's been more than 2 years and I'm in a position when I can say these things, but they happened in phases. These things did not happen to me in a day's time, or it's not like I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. No, it just took me time, and it took me time to realize. And you know, the funniest thing that I've realized in this entire thing is that I am still to become an adult. Like when I broke up, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go, because when I was in a relationship, everything revolved around him, and whatever he said, I would be like, okay, I'm fine with it. Okay, let's do this. So once that wasn't there, I did not know what to do. So then things became difficult. I was like, okay, I gotta cook. I do not enjoy cooking. I mean, cooking is not something that I love to do, but then yeah, I can make a decent meal. But then yes, I put on YouTube and I just cook. I do that, and I do it for the fun of it. You know, I get the ingredients and I'll like switch on the YouTube channel and I'm going to say, okay, do this. So cooking also becomes fun. So I learned to do things that probably I thought I could never do alone. I mean, it's okay if you don't feel like an adult on some days. It's just fine. And I've always had people around me validating the fact, do that. It's okay. Even we've had our bad days. So it's just fine. I mean, even if you're thinking that you need to adult a little more, take it a little slow. It's okay. You are growing, and with time, it's only going to be good for you. Trust me when I say that. And then the final thing that, you know, that got me into this really good space of mind is that I used to question myself. Like really bad. I would ask myself like, okay, am I even half attractive? Will anybody else ever love me the way I want to be loved? Do people even understand what I'm going through? And you know, even my stretch marks bothered me, whether anybody's going to like that. I mean, ask about any stupid question, and I had asked that to myself. But after a point, I was like, so what? So what if I am like this? So what if I'm like this? So what if I'm worse? So what if I am brilliant? It's me, and I accept myself. I love myself. And no matter what happens, my relationship with myself is not going to change. And it has made me, I don't know how to explain this, but it actually makes me feel so good, because I'm an Aries, okay? I'm like an impulsive person. When I fall in love, I fall bad, okay? I fall bad. I don't mind chasing. I mean, these are the things that I'm just telling you. But I know that if the chase is not worth, I know where to stop. Those are things that probably I've learned with age or with experience or whatever. Now it's like, if I like you, I like you. If I want you, I want you. If I don't want you, I don't want you. I don't care. I am here to put across my words. You are a different person, like whoever is on the other side, you are a different person. You might have your reasons, you might have your words. Do it. But this is me, this is what I feel, this is what I think I want to do, and I do it. So that's the confidence that I've built for myself. I don't care who says what, who thinks what. As long as I'm not hurting anybody's sentiments, or as long as I'm not hurting anybody physically, I am okay to say what I feel. No, I am not saying that, remain single, stay away from relationships, don't get into relationships. No, I'm absolutely not saying that. What I'm saying is that when you're not in a relationship, be happy. Be in that happy space. They say there are two flames inside us. There is one which is deep down there, rooted somewhere, and that is the flame that makes us love ourselves. And then there is another flame that is the one that makes us love somebody else. And when those two are in sync, that's when miracles happen. That's when relationships work. I don't know how much true this is, but I strongly believe, I believe in relationships. I still believe in love, no matter what. And I believe miracles do happen, magic does happen. And if the relationship is worth, if it is good for me, it's good for that person, it's going to be there, it's going to stay. And if it is not the worth, then it's better to let it go. But in between, when you are by yourself, remember, you're not lonely. It's not being lonely. You have to enjoy the solitude, because that is what is you. That's what is your self-love, your self-worth. So yeah, that's it about my video today. I would be really happy if this helps even one of you guys. Please feel free to put down in the comments anything that you have in your mind, anything you want to talk to me about. I'm all yours. You can message me or send me text over my other social media platforms. I'm going to put down all the details in the description box below. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family, because everybody needs that bit of love push. So yeah, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be really glad if you join my family. And that's it. Hasta la vista.